How are you?
Fine, sir.
So should I call you with the name Prithvi or Rajkumar or Donka?
You can call me Prudhvi, sir.
Pardon? Which one? Prithvi?
Yes, sir, Prudhvi.
Okay, so Mr. Prithvi, before coming to your depth,
Okay, sir.
I would like, or rather I would give some of the tips
Okay, sir.
which could be useful in your personality test.
Okay, sir.
So you need not write because you will get a video. You simply listen.
Okay, sir.
You will get a video.
Okay, sir.
No, there is no problem at all.
Okay.
As you know, personality test is not a test of knowledge. As your knowledge has already been tested in your preliminary and main examination. Some of the important traits which count in the personality test are ability to communicate, analyze and to critically examine an issue, self-confidence, leadership quality, honesty, sincerity, interpersonal relationship skill, human attitude, conviction and firm stand without being argumentative, extremely short time ranging from 25 to 30 minutes is given in which your personality is assessed. It is your responsibility to bring out your every best in the interview board. You have to speak honestly, truthfully, and with modesty. You have to understand the question before answering. Do not hesitate in seeking any clarification about the question if you have any doubts. Your answer should be precise and concise. Prioritize the points and important points first. How can that be done? Or how can that be practiced? You can frame your questions related with the key points from your test and answer them. Record the answers onto a tape and listen to them carefully and improve upon them. This is a very useful technique for giving a precise and concise answer. Now, what you must do, the things which are to be remembered. You should wear a formal dress. You should have positive attitude in the system. You should have a positive body language, right posture, positive facial expression. You have to remain calm and composed, even when faced with provocative questions. Sometimes board may ask you provocative questions, but you don't get provoked. You should not get provoked. You should answer to the point, answer clearly and confidently. You have to maintain eye-to-eye contact with the board. While listening to a question, eye-to-eye contact with the member or the chairman who is asking the question. While responding to a question, you have to maintain eye-to-eye contact with the person who is asking the question, but you have to look a little bit towards others also. Because your answer is not to a particular member of the board, your answer is to the board. Okay? You should show human concern in the answers wherever needed. Things which are to be avoided. Now I come to that point. Arrogance, not at all. Bad body language, to be avoided. And casual attitude. Okay?
Okay, sir.
To be avoided. Don't be critical to the government. Do not give long introduction. Come straight way to the point and prioritize the point, as I've already said. Avoid using the phrases likely, like I am sorry. Once or twice it's okay if you say I am sorry, but very frequently if you say, then it's not correct. So avoid using these phrases like I am sorry, as you know, that is correct, you are right, of course, obviously. Okay? Avoid making any sweeping statement and extreme viewpoint. Avoid criticizing any individual, organization, or institution and condemning them, particularly when you are not fully aware about the facts.
Okay.
Just a second, battery ka problem. Just a second.
Okay. Okay.
Just a second. Yeah. So now it's okay. Avoid hand movement, body movement, and leg shaking. If board laughs due to one reason or the other, you should not. You can only smile if need be. Don't be nervous at all. Be confident. If you are not able to answer any question, need not worry. You can simply say, sir, I don't know. As if it is answer of the question. As you know, in preliminary examination, if you answer wrongly, then 1/3 mark is deducted.
Yes.
In main, what happens? If you answer a question absolutely wrong, then you will get 0. But in personality test, since honesty is also being assessed, which is one of the traits required for a bureaucrat, you should not answer the question which you don't know. You can simply say, sir, I don't know. Otherwise, what will happen? Any number of marks can be deducted. It could be many more times than your preliminary test. So, as you know, there is no syllabus as such, but there is more probability of questions being asked from your DEF. So from your DEF, identify the probable questions and prepare them well. Some of the probable questions which are maybe that tell us about yourself. So be brief. Your answer should not take more than 1 or 1.5 minutes. This question is asked just to make you comfortable. Okay. Sometimes a question is asked, we are having your DEF, we know about you. Any other thing about yourself which you would like to tell, which is not included in the DEF. So get prepared for that also, 1 or 2 things which were not there in the DEF, in which you would like to tell the board, and which like that. So next, another important question could be, why IAS? Why civil services? Why do you want to join? So there is not a cooked answer for that, and it should not be. Your honest viewpoint related with that should be there. When did you decide to appear in the civil services? Another important question, have you gone through newspaper today? Which are the important news? and they can select any news related with that and ask you in detail. Which paper do you need, by the way? Do you read, by the way?
Yes, sir.
Which paper do you read?
The Hindu, sir.
Hindu.
Yes, sir.
Hindu.
The Hindu and Indian Express.
The-
I read Indian Explained
Okay,
page, sir.
the Hindu and Indian Express. My suggestion
Yes,
to
sir.
you would be, in addition to these two, you
I'm also
read
reading
one
Mint,
more.
sir.
Okay?
Mint. I'm also reading the Mint newspaper, sir.
Mint. Oh, that's right. This is what I was saying. Anything related with economics, it could be Mint, it could be the Economic Times, whatever you feel like.
For regular
now
articles, I'm
be
reading
very
the Hindu,
important
sir. For
because-
editorials, Indian Express, sir. For economic things, I'm reading the Mint, sir.
Very good. So
Thank
that's right. Such type of good newspapers. Anyway, so now the questions related with your DEF. So your anything related with your DEF 6600. So any important event which might have happened on that day, you can check whether at all, if there is any. And your age is in your favor. This is your first chance. This is your
This is my
first
second
chance.
attempt. Second attempt.
This is your
First
second
attempt.
attempt. Okay. So
First
no third attempt. This year only you will have to qualify for first preference only, that is IAS.
Yes, sir.
So work hard. When is your interview is going to be held?
On February 27th, sir.
February 27.
Yes.
Okay. So some keywords related with that. Prithvi.
Yes, sir.
Raj Kumar. So what could be probable questions from Prithvi?
Prithvi Raj Chauhan, sir. Chauhan sir has made Rajput king.
That's right. And
And
with
missile, sir.
Prithvi, it's Earth.
And a missile was named on it, sir.
Yeah, that's
Prithvi
right.
missile. Yes, these things I can recall as far as I remember.
And need of the hour is to save our
Earth, sir.
Earth, our planet, Earth.
Earth.
Okay,
Yes.
so sustainable development and all that, these could be the probable questions.
Okay, sir.
Now, you are from Andhra Pradesh. So bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh, when Telangana was carved out, which number of state Telangana was at that time?
29th.
No, it was 28th.
Actually, it was the 29th state, sir. After Jammu Kashmir got
Very right. It
made into
was
union territory, it became 28th.
very right. It was 29th at that point of time, but now total number of states is 28 only
28.
because
Yes,
Jammu and Kashmir
Kashmir
is
became
now
a union territory.
territory. At that time 29, now, but otherwise number of states at present is 28. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
so since it was carved out, which state has performed better? This could be the probable question. And related with the Andhra Pradesh, our Honorable Chief Minister was very ambitious to have 3 capitals. So pros and cons of that, and what is the present position now, whether at all that matter is settled to have 1 capital. So all these related questions could be asked. You have done graduation in history, geography, public administration. So from these, any number of questions could be there. So since you are from Andhra Pradesh, you have been in
Yes, sir.
Hyderabad also, I think. So integration
Yes,
of
sir.
princely states into Indian Union. Who was responsible? How did it happen? And same could not happen in Jammu and Kashmir. Why?
Yes.
Related with geography, probable questions in public administration, and your subject optional is
Public administration.
public administration. You know?
Yes, sir.
Public administration. Okay. So which bills were passed by both the houses in the parliament? How many bills were passed by both the houses?
Actually, I haven't studied them,
7
sir.
by both the houses.
Okay.
One house passed, though 9, but the total number of bills which have been passed by both the houses were 7.
Okay. I will look into it.
These have been sent to President as sent. So go through
Okay.
that. And
Okay.
related with power of the speaker nowadays in use. Another thing, important, related with public administration. It could be related with that constitution, and that is the private member bill, which was introduced in this in last session only, this winter session. So private member bill. What do you mean by private member bill? You know private member bill, and how many private member bills?
Any person who is not a minister, if he introduces a bill in the parliament, it's called as a private member.
Very right. So how many private members bills have been passed by both the houses of the parliament and were assented to by the president so far since independence?
I will look into it.
Number is 14, and but during last 30 years, none. During last 30 years, none. Otherwise, since independence, 14.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
What is the possibility of private member bill being passed in the parliament? Obviously, much less than.
Very low, sir. Very low.
Done by the government.
Yes.
Which words were added in the preamble of the Constitution through 42nd Amendment?
Secular. Secular is one of the words, sir.
Two words were added. Which were those?
Yes, sir. At the moment, I'm unable to recall them, sir. I will
Socialist and secular. Earlier it
secular,
was
yes,
sovereign, democratic, republic.
Republic,
Words were added.
yes, sir.
Socialist and secular.
Okay.
42nd Amendment in the Constitution, which is sometimes said to be mini Constitution.
Mini Constitution. Yes.
How many amendments have taken place in the Constitution so far?
105 Constitution amendments, sir.
105.
Yes,
103rd was related with what?
EWS reservations, sir.
EWS
Extension of
10%.
reservation.
Okay. So,
Yes, sir.
Then what happened in the Supreme Court when this matter was heard?
Supreme Court in Janhitabian case has upheld that the 10% reservation is not violative of the Constitution, sir.
How many members?
The majority bench. It has a five-member bench, sir.
What? Five
Five-member
members?
bench, sir.
Okay, out of which how many voted in favor?
3 members voted in favor, sir. Two has opposed, sir.
Okay. And what is the 105th Amendment in the Constitution?
Sir, as far as I can remember, sir, it was regarding extension of reservations for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, I guess, sir. Sorry, sir, it was 104th and 105th is regarding
something related with backward classes?
yes, sir. It has restored the powers of state to classify
Powers of the states.
backward. Yes, sir. As
Restored
Supreme Court
power
has
of the
earlier
state.
struck down this power, the center has again restored it, sir.
Okay, your father's profession teaching, so related with
Yes.
new
Yes,
education policy, some questions might be there.
Okay, sir.
Which subject he was
At
teaching?
present, he is working as headmaster, sir.
Headmaster. Okay, good. So education
Earlier,
policy.
he used to teach social studies, sir.
Okay. Andhra Pradesh Pratibha Award, what exactly it was?
Pardon, sir?
You have got Pratibha Award, Andhra Pradesh Pratibha
Yes, sir.
Award.
Yeah, yes,
What
sir. Pratibha
that is?
Award, academic merit award, sir, regarding merit during the SSC examinations.
Staff Selection Commission.
No, sir. The 10th class examination,
Oh,
secondary school certificate.
I thought you were saying SSC. Anyway, so you play cricket.
Yes, sir.
Okay, women cricketers. Can you name some?
Smriti Mandana, sir.
Mhm.
And Jamimia Rodriguez, sir.
Mhm.
These
Can you
names as well.
name female cricketer?
Mithali Raj too, sir. Mithali Raj.
Yeah. Female cricketer who had broken the record of Sachin Tendulkar.
Mithali Raj. Mithali Raj.
No, Shefali Verma. Mithali Raj was she was the captain, but Shefali Verma had broken the record of Sachin Tendulkar. Shefali Verma.
Okay.
From
I will
Rohtak.
look into this fact.
Rohtak, Haryana. Yeah. So, what else related with hobby? Watching adventure and science fiction movies.
Yes.
Isse related questions that might be there.
Sir, actually, I do watch all kind of movies, sir, but for specificness, I have mentioned adventure and science fiction, sir.
Okay. Any other question, any other thing which you want to get clarified?
Sir, regarding why do you want to join civil services, sir? Actually, my the answer in my back of mind is, sir, to have practical experience in the governance of the country, sir. But I'm unable to put it in a proper way, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. This is
So-
actually the real reason why I pursued even after my 10th class into the humanities and wanted to get into the service.
Okay. Good. So I wish you all the best. अब कब है आपका इंटरव्यू? You told me, I've forgotten that.
February 27th, sir.
February 27. चलिए बजट कट आ रहा होगा, हैं?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, one thing, Yojana. Do you read Yojana?
Sometimes, sir, whenever very important topic
Yojana
comes, I
भी
do
आप
read it.
last 2-3 months से अब तक का पढ़ेंगे तो that would be better.
Okay, sir.
तो बाकी तो rest is all well. You are a very potential
Sir,
candidate.
regarding why do you want to join? Is it good, sir, or do I need to reframe it, sir?
Why do you want to join Indian Administrative Service or Civil
Yes, sir.
Service?
Indian Administrative Service or Civil Services.
Okay. बताइए, आप बताएं पहले. देखिए, there cannot be a cooked answer. Otherwise, what will happen? तो वो कहेंगे everybody says like
Sir,
that.
the actual
In
answer
your
would
opinion,
be
what is that?
I
One
wanted
probable
to-
question. One probable answer I tell you. Since you are having public administration as optional subject, you are having a good knowledge of public administration. The good one of the good answers could be, sir, I want to be part of the system of the governance of the country.
Yes, sir. Actually,
So
that is what
now
my
you should
answer
know
is.
how the country is governed, and after that, what will happen? That questions will be related with that only, but you should be thorough related with governance of the country. Sir, I
Okay,
want to join this service because I want to be part of the system of governance of the country.
Okay.
So why I'm saying like that? Because since your background, not exactly background, since your optional subject is public administration, you can respond to the questions well related with that very subject.
In DAP, I have not mentioned, sir. Actually, I'm pursuing Master of Arts in Public Administration too, sir.
Oh, okay. You are and your subject?
Public Administration, sir. Master of
No,
Arts in
public administration master and optional subject?
Public Administration too, sir.
No, optional
Both
is public administration. Optional.
And yes, sir.
And
the
the subject
PG that
which you
I'm
have-
the PG that I'm pursuing is also now Public Administration, sir, from Indira Gandhi National
so
Open University.
good. But definitely you are having good knowledge of public administration, so you can respond that question like this. Sir, I want to be part of the system of governance of the country. But how countries govern? You should be thorough related with that. And I'm sure
Okay.
you will be able to answer that questions related with that response.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise,
Sir, regarding my district, actually now a new district was carved out, sir. It is Parvatipuram Manyam, sir. Earlier it was Vijayanagaram when I have filled the DAP, sir. Should I tell this to the board, sir, or do I need to avoid it?
No need at all. If they ask that, what is the name of the district now? If they say that you tell us about yourself, if you mention that, then you can say that earlier it was, now it is named so, and otherwise in the depth I have written like that. That you can say, no problem.
Okay.
But specifically need not tell unless it is asked for.
Okay.
But you should remain prepared related with both the names and what exactly related with the districts questions could be. That should be there.
Sir, regarding the weaknesses and the strengths, sir, in the part of weakness, sir, actually I'm unable to come up with, sir.
Good qualities which are required to be a civil servant. So good qualities आप mention कर ही देंगे. In initial conversation, I mentioned all those that this is what expected from a bureaucrat, from a good civil
Yes, sir.
servant. Okay.
Okay.
So that you can mention, but definitely what is the deficiency? You can tell one or maximum two. ऐसा नहीं कहेंगे कि no, I'm having all the qualities. Then they can ask you that, okay, then tell me, how will you overcome that? If there is a deficiency, then how will you manage? Sir, though is a deficiency at present, I will try to overcome. Then I will try to overcome that particular deficiency. At present, it's there, but I will try to overcome. ऐसा करके, but you won't say that no, I am having all the qualities. No person is having all
Yes, at present, I have written one of my weaknesses being anxious sometimes.
Okay, then only one is good enough. Not
Yes, sir. Only that one I have written. Because in my strength, I have written eagerness to learn, sir. So as a natural opposite to it, I have written sometimes a bit anxious due to the eagerness.
Okay, so how will you overcome that?
Yes, sir. At present, what I have framed is that, sir, I'm trying to channelize myself to be in positive mode rather than being more anxious about things.
Good. अच्छा है तो उसी को if you practice that, then definitely you will overcome.
Okay, sir. So regarding the
otherwise, you are a very
communication
good
part,
candidate. I hope you will get through. No next chance. This year only you have to work hard.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm preparing as this is my final chance.
Yeah, final chance.
Yes.
Eh?
Sir, regarding the communication part, sir, I need a bit of suggestion, sir.
Okay.
As I'm from Telugu state, sir, we usually do speak more in the Telugu language, sir. But it is becoming a bit difficult for us to speak somewhat in English. I mean, for a 30 to
but
40
your
minutes of
conversation
conversation.
is quite good as far as English is concerned. No problem at all.
Yes, sir, but sometimes I'm unable to frame things that I have in my mind.
But this is okay, whatever you are talking about.
Sir, sorry.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you
all the
for your
best.
valuable choice.